Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Liam and this is Grammar Simple, the channel that makes English grammar simple. Okay, today we have a pre-intermediate lesson, question forms, yes and no questions, WH questions. So, if you're here to learn English grammar, stay tuned. All right. Like I said, this is a pre-intermediate lesson today, and we are talking about word order in question forms. Specifically, we are going to be looking at yes and no questions and WH questions in English. We are also going to look at adverbs, adjectives, and the word like. All right, let's begin. The first thing I want to talk with you about today are the differences between questions and statements in English. For statements in English, the verb usually goes after the subject of the sentence. So statements will be in green, verbs will be in yellow, and the subject of the sentence will be in blue. I am Canadian. He is from Canada. She is a student. Notice the period at the end of each statement or each sentence. The period is in green, also called a dot. Dot, period, it's the same thing. So we have three subjects, three verbs. I am, he is, she is. Okay, we can see our three examples on the screen. How can we change these statements into questions? How can we make the statements into questions? What do you think? The questions will be in purple. Are you Canadian? Is he from Canada? Is she a student? Are you Canadian? I am Canadian. Is he from Canada? He is from Canada. Is she a student? She is a student. You can think of these examples like questions and answers. The questions are on the right, the answers are on the left. So, statements in this example are the answers. For yes and no questions, the verb goes before the subject of the sentence. Are you Canadian? Is he from Canada? Is she a student? Notice the yellow word, the verb, goes at the beginning of a question, and the subject goes after the verb. I put the question mark in purple on the right so that you can see that these are questions, not statements. Remember, the statements were in green. The period was in green. Okay, let's talk about answering yes and no questions in English. Are you Canadian? Yes, I am. or no, I'm not. Now, you can say, I am Canadian, but it's more common to say yes or no, or yes, I am, no, I'm not. Is he from Canada? You try. What do you think? What is the answer? Ready? Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Is she a student? What do you think? Ready? Yes, she is. No, she isn't. Okay, these are positives for subject and verb. I'm or I am, he's, he is, it's, it is, she's, she is, you're, you are, we're, we are, they're, they are. On the left, these are called contractions. I'm, he's, it's, she's, you're, we're, they're. These are contractions. It's a faster way to say the subject and the verb. I can say, I am Canadian, or I can say, I'm Canadian. It's the same. Okay, let's look at negatives. We have isn't or is not, aren't, are not. For questions in the present simple or past simple, the auxiliary verb do or did goes before the subject of the sentence. Sentence is a synonym for statement. Statement, sentence, these are the same meaning. So the auxiliary verb goes before the subject. Do you speak English? Does he live in Canada? Does she play the guitar? Okay, we can see our 3 examples on the screen. Notice the auxiliary verb on the left at the beginning and the subject on the right. Remember, the subject goes after the auxiliary verb. What do you think? Are these questions in the present simple or the past simple grammar tense? I'll give you a hint. Look at the verb in yellow. Ready? They are in the present simple tense. Do, does. These are present simple. So we use do and does with the present simple. Okay, let's look at answering do and does questions. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does he live in Canada? What do you think? Do you know the answer? Yes, he does. Or no, he doesn't. Does she play the guitar? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. So don't means do not, and doesn't means does not. Don't, do not, doesn't, does not. These are also contractions. Okay, let's look at positives and negatives for our subjects. He, she, it. I, you, we, they. He does, she does, it does. I do, you do, we do, they do. He doesn't, she doesn't, it doesn't. I don't, you don't, we don't, they don't. Or he does not, she does not, it does not. I do not, you do not, we do not, they do not. Both are correct. Okay. For questions in the present simple or past simple, the auxiliary verb goes before the subject of the sentence. Just like last time, this is the same rule as before. Did you learn English? Did he like the movie? Did she go out? Go out means leave the house, leave the apartment, go somewhere else, the store, the mall, the beach. Did she leave? Okay, we can see our 3 examples. My question for you, are these questions in the present simple tense or the past simple tense? What do you think? Again, look at the auxiliary verb in yellow. What do you notice has changed? It's not the same as before. Ready? Past simple. These questions are in the past simple grammar tense. We use did with the past simple. And we use did for all questions in the past simple. Okay, how do we make these questions into statements? So before we changed statements into questions, now let's change these 3 questions into statements. What do you think? Can you make a statement? Remember, you can change the subject and the verb to make a question and a statement most of the time. Did you learn English? I learnt English. Notice that the auxiliary verb becomes the main verb here. So learn is the main verb. So we need to make the past tense of the main verb, learn. And the past tense of the main verb learn is learnt. So we know that the question is in the past tense because we look at the auxiliary verb, do or did. If the verb is do, we know it's present simple. If the verb is did, we know that it's past simple. So if we make a statement, the verb in the statement, learn, must change to become past simple. Did he like the movie? He like the movie or he liked the movie? What do you think? Like or liked? He liked the movie. Past simple. Did she go out? She went out. So the past tense of the verb go is went. It's an irregular verb. She went out. She left the house. She went shopping at the mall. Okay, let's practice answering yes and no questions with did. We can see our 3 examples again. What do you think the answers are for these 3 questions? Did you learn English? Yes. Or no. That's correct. Or we can use the verb again in our answer. Did you learn English? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Did he like the movie? Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Did she go out? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Okay, let's look at WH questions. These are a little bit more difficult. For WH questions, the question word goes at the start, the beginning of the sentence. Some WH question words are where, when, who, why, what, and how. How is not a WH question. It begins with H, but we put how in the group of WH questions because the purpose of the question or the function of the question is very similar to the other WH questions. For example, where do you live? When did he leave? Who is your favorite football player or soccer player? Why did you like the movie? What time is it? How did she find the answer? Notice you can use present or past with WH questions. You can see do and did. Do means present, did means past. Where do you live? means now, in the present time. When did he leave? This means he left the party. He left the party in the past. When? 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock? I can also say, what time did he leave? Okay, let's look at what and how questions. We use nouns and adjectives with what and how questions. Nouns will be in blue, adjectives will be in purple. Remember that nouns are people, places, and things. So, my computer is a noun. Your phone, your screen is a noun. It is a thing. The beach is a noun. My jacket is a noun. I am a noun. I am a person. You are a noun too. You are a person. Vancouver is a noun. New York, Tokyo, Mexico City, Spain, these are all nouns as well. Adjectives are words that we use with nouns. Adjectives describe nouns. Adjectives give information about nouns. So, my jacket, for example, the jacket is a noun, it is a thing, and I can use adjectives to describe the jacket. Some adjectives might be black. Black is a color, but black is an adjective to describe the jacket. Let's look at some examples. What time is the movie? So time is a noun. What time is the movie? 7 p.m. What kind of movie is it? Okay, kind is also a noun. Kind is similar to type or genre. It's an action movie. It's a comedy movie. It's a horror movie. What's your favorite kind of movie? I like horror. Yeah, horror's cool. How expensive is it? So, in purple, we see the word expensive. Expensive is an adjective. How expensive is the movie? Or how expensive is it? So the word expensive describes or gives information about movie. Is the movie expensive or not expensive? How expensive is the movie? How expensive is it? It's not very expensive. It's very expensive. It's cheap. A little bit of money. How expensive means a large amount or a small amount. How delicious is the popcorn? Do you like popcorn? I don't like popcorn. It's okay. Yeah. There has to be a lot of butter on the popcorn for me to like it. But how delicious is the popcorn? So we have delicious, a lot or a little. How delicious is the popcorn? Not very delicious. Very delicious. So-so. So-so means it's okay, in the middle. Okay. Use some adverbs with how questions. Adverbs will be in orange. How often do you go to the theater? How well do you know the employees there? How questions are used to ask about frequency or degree. How much or how little of something, frequency. And we use adverbs to talk about frequency. Think about frequency adverbs. Sometimes, often, never, rarely, these types of adverbs. For how questions, I think often is the most common adverb to use. For time. Well is a little bit different. I will talk about the word well in a moment. So often is a frequency word. How often do you go to the theater? Every day? Once a week? Once a month? How often in your life? Well is an adverb of degree. How much or how little? How often do you go to the theater? Never. Not often. Occasionally. Sometimes. Often. Frequently. Here, the adverbs are in different colors. Red means 0. Green means a lot. How well do you know the employees there? Not at all. Not very well. Well. Very well. So let's talk about well, the adverb well. How well do you know the employees there? This question is asking you to think about your relationship with the people at the movie theater. Do you know their names? Do they know your name? Do you talk to them when you go to the theater about movies? Do you go to parties with them, have beers, lunch, dinner, that kind of thing? Are they your friends or are they strangers to you? So if they are strangers, you would say not at all, 0. If they are your friends or close to friends, being friends, you would say very well. And not very well means a little bit, so-so. And well means maybe you are not friends, but they know your name and you talk to them about movies, popcorn, that kind of thing. Okay, we use like with what questions to ask about appearance, personality, and characteristics. So like will be in blue, appearance in purple, personality in orange, characteristics in green. Do you know what these three things are? Appearance, personality, characteristics. Do you know what they mean? What does she look like? What does she look like? She is tall and she has long, dark hair. So the answer to this question has four purple words. These words describe appearance. How does she look? She is tall. She has long, dark hair. What does she look like? What are Canadians like? They are friendly and kind. So, friendly and kind, these words describe personality, someone's personality. What was the movie like? It was exciting and dramatic. These two words, exciting, dramatic, in green, they describe characteristics about the movie. All of the words in purple, orange, and green in the answers, these are adjectives. Adjectives. They describe what the noun is in the question. What does she look like? Tall, long, dark hair. That is her appearance. Appearance is a noun. Personality is a noun too. What are Canadians like? Okay, if you think about Canadians, maybe you would say friendly and kind. Those words describe Canadians. What was the movie like? The noun is movie. It was exciting and dramatic. Maybe the movie Inception or Interstellar or Jurassic Park or Batman. Yeah, I like Batman. All right, guys, that's it for the lesson today. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit of English with me. My name is Liam. The channel is Grammar Simple, and this is the place where you can learn English quickly and easily in a short amount of time. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And I'd just like to thank you for watching once again, and I will see you next time. All right, keep practicing your English. It will get easier for you every day. Trust me. Keep going. Don't give up. I'll see you next time. All right, bye.